right livelihood is that to have a career that is meaningful, doing something that is meaningful in your work. Why is this important? Well, Buddhism is very realistic. It brings us back to reality. Have you ever heard about having a good career in achieving enlightenment? Not very often, right? People don't often emphasize that, but having a good career is part of achieving enlightenment. Why is that? Well, imagine this way. If you want to practice meditation, you want to sit in meditation, enjoy that meditative bliss, or just have a day free of distraction to practice meditation, to do what you like. But yet, if there are bills that you have to pay, people are calling you to collect debt, and you don't know where your next meal is going to come from. Your refrigerator is empty. It is very difficult to be sitting in meditation to enjoy that session, isn't it right? So Buddhism is very realistic that we should do the best we can to prepare ourselves when you have merits. Merit is what? The purpose of merit is to help you to overcome difficulties. If you lack merits, it is very difficult to be thinking about spirituality. Studying the Eightfold Path is very practical. When you want to have spiritual liberation, you first need to have physical liberation. We need to be free in what we do, free in living a life, meaning financial independence, emotional independence. All those things help us to achieve spiritual liberation. Having money is good, but it should not be the primary purpose. There is nothing wrong with living a good life. There's nothing wrong with driving a nice car, living in a good house. But that should not be our primary purpose. Those things help us to make life easy. Just like you want to get to the top floor, you have to rely on the lower floor. You can't say, I don't need the bottom floors and then jump right to the top floor. It's not realistic. So the practical way is to make sure we're heading in the right direction with the right view. We know that the money that we have is good. We recognize its value, but it's not good enough. But we want to pursue something more, and that's spiritual liberation. Because money cannot make us happy, right? There are people who are very rich, but yet they still suffer. So there's a saying that even rich people cry, and that's because money cannot bring happiness. The only way that we can bring happiness to ourselves is to understand reality, to understand the truth, and to understand what is important, what can give that lasting impact. So having a good career is very important to help us to achieve that meditation. Because once you have that financial independence, which is not the primary goal, but it helps us to take on the next step. So the wrong path is to jump right into meditation. I want to practice meditation. I want to reach enlightenment. I want to have meditative bliss. But there's no foundation, and therefore it's not realistic. You can try to sit meditation, but it won't last very long. Just like a house without a strong foundation would not last very long. Just like the incidents that we recently have in Florida, right? Those tall condos, right? They collapsed because they did not have strong foundation. Right? So with a strong foundation, the higher you go, the better you are. But without a strong foundation, it is very dangerous to go very high, meaning to commit yourself to meditation without a strong foundation. So that's the wrong path if we don't have the strong foundation.